This little guy is Dumbledore. We named him. He came in as an owned animal, but I guess they didn't have a name for him. The family that turned him in was moving, so they couldn't take him along. Of the reasons that people surrender pets to our shelter, the top two is because they're moving, and the second most common is that they develop allergies or somebody in the family develops allergies. So you want to keep that in mind. Animals, we can't say it enough, animals are a lifetime commitment for the lifetime of the pet. We understand that family situations change, circumstances change, but when you have a pet in your family, you want to make sure that you do everything you can, and turning them into an open admission shelter should be the last resort. But Dumbledore is here now. The family that had him prior only had him 3 weeks, so they weren't able to give us a lot of information. He is a boy. He's a lion head mix. He's about 5.5 pounds. And the one thing that we do for rabbits, rabbits don't require vaccines, but they can develop parasites. So we do a topical preventative for mites, as well as we make sure that we weigh them so we know that they're eating properly. We do, as with all of our animals here for bunnies, we also measure their food, so we make sure that we know what their intake is. The food is a good quality pellet food for bunnies. We also offer them fresh greens, carrots, not a lot of carrots, just a small baby carrot a day because of the sugar content is usually good for an adult bunny. If you're going to adopt a bunny, you want to make sure that, as you would with any pet, that you make sure that you have a veterinarian on board that is bunny fluent. You want to make sure that you also understand the requirements of a bunny. They're just as much work as cats and dogs. They need their nails trimmed. They need a vet visit at least once a year. You need to make sure that they're eating properly. You want to make sure that they're grooming themselves or that you're able to help them by brushing. They need a clean environment. Some bunnies can be litter box trained. So there's a whole world. When you start talking rabbit, there's a whole world involved just as complicated and complex as dogs and cats. So you want to give some thought before you adopt a rabbit. But this is Dumbledore, and he is looking for a forever home.